he loved the camaraderie and the chat and the banter when he'd come back here and he'd head to the pubs, and he loved being brought right back to who he was as a kid, you know, as a young man. And you know, this is where his identity was forged here, and where that dream started, if you like. You know, he was a larger-than-life character. You know, in many ways, he had to restrain his personality for the camera. And the best idea you got of the full effect of his personality was if you saw him either in person or on stage in a theatre piece. Because then he just filled up a whole room. I mean, often we go out for supper or something in a restaurant, and he'd start telling a story, and he'd notice that the table next door was listening, so he'd move his chair so that they were invited to, you know, not eavesdrop, but properly be an audience. And then he'd notice that table was, and so he'd push his chair back a little bit further. And by the end of the story, his chair was completely away from the table. He had the whole restaurant, and then he finished the story, they'd all laugh and erupt in applause, you know.